Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Look who's back in studio.
It's Matt Hummel. Happening now, 4 people were arrested after police recovered drugs. You're hearing a checkpoint. Details coming up.
Plus, a Silver Creek man who vows to keep fighting the SAFE Act speaks with us. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and happy Tuesday, everybody. And today is going to be almost an exact repeat of yesterday, just a little bit warmer. Nothing showing up on First Defense Doppler, almost the same thing as yesterday. We have some biological targets up here in Ontario that's behind the banner. But again, that's just probably dust and bugs that are in the atmosphere that the radar picks up. And again, the pollen levels, again, still running high for the grass pollen and for the ragweed pollen running in the moderate category. So again, those are the two main culprits now as we are in summer. It's the grass and ragweed pollen. Of course, everybody's mowing their lawn. So of course, you get the grass pollen that shoots up in there. 77 over 56 were where we were yesterday. The average is 81, so a little bit below average yesterday. The record for today, again, 99, set back in 1988. That is safe for another year, but boy, it's going to be a little bit warmer today. So here it is, hour by hour, another fantastic day. Lots of sunshine. We still have wildfire smoke that's coming in from fires that are going on in Canada. So hazy sunshine, but another A-plus day. But yeah, we got to bring some rain into that forecast. We'll talk about it, plus that 7-day later on in the show. Justin and Matt.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you. A Jamestown man was arrested last night after city police responded to a reported domestic incident on Week Street. Police charged Dylan Snickles with second-degree strangulation and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Police say he allegedly choked the victim unconscious and also allegedly pushed the victim several times in front of 2 small children. Snickles was transported to the Jamestown City Jail, pending arraignment.
And 4 people are facing drug charges after New York State Police and the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office allegedly recovered cocaine and heroin during a vehicle checkpoint on Watts Corner Road that Sunday afternoon. Investigators say 30-year-old Andrew Cibollo, 50-year-old Brian Christina, 31-year-old Lamont Brown, and 31-year-old Lorden Duman were found in possession of a half an ounce of cocaine, a quantity of heroin, and drug paraphernalia. Now, all 4 were charged with 2 counts of criminal possession of a controlled substance and criminally using drug paraphernalia. Cibollo was charged with an additional count of criminal possession of a controlled substance after deputies allegedly found additional amounts of cocaine, heroin, methadone, and a hypodermic needle on him. Police say all 4 were arraigned and remanded to Chautauqua County Jail without bail.
A barn on Panama Bear Lake Road was destroyed by fire last night. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Fire Investigation Team reports that a recently operated tractor parked in direct contact with loose hay and hay bales sparked the fire. Deputies say the barn was primarily used for hay storage. The building and contents are deemed a total loss and no injuries were reported. Asheville, Bustye, Clymer, Panama, and Sherman firefighters assisted at the scene. County EMS and emergency services also respond.
And the Silver Creek man basking in victory today against New York State, and the SAFE Act tells WNY News Now that he has only begun to fight and is working to help others while fighting to have his pistol permits restored. Ben Wassel explained that the arrest made his life a living hell. And while he's glad it's over, he says many other people are being victimized by what he calls an unconstitutional law.
I'm going to continue the fight to make sure this doesn't happen to somebody else. And we have a lot of other people who are going through the same thing I am, or I was. I'm going to have to fight to get my permit back and finally start going back to the range and helping teach people how to shoot. And I guess what I could say is I'm not done fighting. You know, my case is over with, but there's a lot of other ones out there that need help.
Now, Wassel was the first person charged under the SAFE Act after he allegedly sold possible illegal guns to an undercover officer. His conviction, however, was overturned and his case was dismissed without prejudice. For more, you can visit our website, WNYNewsNow.com, and our mobile app. And certainly, Matt, you were in the courtroom yesterday as applause rang out. The appellate division obviously already made some legal moves previously earlier this year, and now in Chautauqua County Court, the judge ruling that he won't be prosecuted again for these charges. Certainly, it seems like, from your perspective, for WNY News Now chief legal correspondent. Is this a blow to the AG's office in New York State's SAFE Act law, would you have to say?
I think it could potentially be. Speaking with James Ostrowski, who was Wassel's lawyer in this case, it seems like this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot more of these cases, both at the state level and potentially at the Supreme Court level. So only time will tell, but it's certainly a case that will, spark the attention of those that are, interested in guns and/or who may, want to limit what's out there.
Right. And certainly, a lot of people, you saw that sort of immediate backlash from the passage of the SAFE Act. Overnight, a lot of people saying that they didn't get a chance to comment on it. They didn't get a chance to read the law. It just happened. And over time, it seemed like that movement to push it away has sort of fallen out of at least the media perspective. I don't want to say it died down necessarily because I'm not part of any of those groups or whatnot, but certainly now it's back in the spotlight. And here in Chautauqua County, of all things, I mean, this is a regional story, if not national, certainly coming out of Mayville yesterday. So a great job covering it, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes forward now that they have this judicial precedent set here anyway. So,
absolutely.
Great reporting.
Thank you.
And it's good to have you back as
absolutely.
well. It's no fun being all alone here in the newsroom and on the anchor desk. But thank you all for joining us today. And I know a lot of you are saying it looks like power is reportedly out in Lakewood. We're gonna work to learn more about that. I know they were having some water issues yesterday with water turning discolored because of work they were doing here in the downtown area along Harrison Street, and they said that headed west to Lakewood. So it'll be interesting to see kind of more details on that, and hopefully if you have air conditioning and it's not working because of the power, you can stay cool either way, because that doesn't sound fun.
Oh, no, I've been there, done that, not fun.
But hello to Amanda, hello to Lori, thanks for tuning in. Chris, hello to you. Seth, great to see you here as always. Connie, love having you. She says power out in Westfield as well, so that'll be interesting. Maybe it's more of a... We have lights here, but knock on wood, we never usually lose them too often.
Oh, boy.
But, Patricia has joined us. Let's see here. Tony is here. Butch is here. Cindy is here. Amanda. Lori as well. Hopefully, Brenda, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. Coming up, a lot more to tell you about. Experts say canceling a credit card may do more harm than good. We tell you why.
But first, New York State will be testing limits for water chemicals. What does this mean for the water we drink? We'll explain next. Dakota.
Cancel a credit card. Here's a live look from the Warren Sky Vision camera. A few clouds dotting northwest PA, but there is hazy sunshine from those wildfires in California. Not from California, in Canada. We'll talk about it coming up next. WNY News Now continues in a minute. Don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's gonna have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's gonna have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
And happening now, New York's health department will set the nation's lowest allowable level for industrial chemicals that have contaminated some communities' drinking water. The agency reported yesterday that the health commissioner, Howard Zucker, has accepted the New York State's Drinking Water Quality Council's recommendation for limits of 10 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS in drinking water. The Environmental Protection Agency's guideline level is 70 parts per trillion. PFOA was used in non-stick coatings and PFOS was used in firefighting foam. The state has spent millions of dollars to remove those chemicals from waters in several communities around the area. The agency will set a limit of 1 parts per billion for 1.4 doxide, a chemical used in solvents, greases, and waxes. Public water systems will have to test for chemicals when the regulations are finalized.
It turns out that when teens are legally allowed to use weed, they smoke it less. A new study finds that in states where recreational marijuana is legal, usage dropped among teens. There was an 8% decline in teens using marijuana over the last 30 days, and a 9% decline for those who used it 10 times in the last 30. Experts say that more research is needed to determine why this association was present, and they didn't find link with medical marijuana usage. The study was published yesterday in the medical journal JAMA Pediatrics. It analyzed data from 1983 to 2007, including about 1.4 million high school students here in the U.S.
And many of us may think that the best way to stop overspending is simply to cancel your credit card. But experts are now saying this could actually hurt your credit score. In today's Consumer Watch, Mary Maloney takes a closer look.
Parting ways with plastic. It may seem like a good idea to avoid getting into further credit card debt, canceling your credit cards. But according to a recent survey by Bankrate.com, that's a decision people may not realize can do more harm than good. That's because canceling a card you've had for a long time shortens the average age of your credit history. And under many scoring models, that means a lower credit score. But just 42% of credit card holders surveyed know about the negative impacts, while 15% didn't think that there was any effect at all. Older generations are more likely than younger consumers to have closed accounts. 72% of baby boomer card holders have canceled at least one card. That's compared to 61% of Gen X card holders and 50% of millennials. The most popular reasons for canceling are having paid off debt, not using the card enough, and high interest rates or annual fees. Experts say instead of it helping your credit score, canceling actually hurts your number. They recommend that you should just keep old accounts open, even if you don't use them, which will positively impact your credit score. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
All right, great tips there, Mary. Thank you.
And an award-winning, internationally known Elvis tribute artist is fighting a rare and aggressive form of bladder cancer since last year. Family and friends are holding a fundraiser this Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Den Adelsman's Club on Salisbury Road in Gary to raise money for Sterling Polero. In January, Polero was told he had stage 4 bladder cancer and treatment options were limited. While this was happening, his wife Lori was diagnosed with breast cancer. Family tells WNY News Now that this has caused great financial hardships for the couple, including lost work days for Lori, loss of employment for Sterling, as well as out-of-pocket medical expenses and out-of-town travel for treatments. Food and beverages and raffle baskets have been donated, and DJ Steve Trapani will provide music. All proceeds will go toward the health-related costs and to help the Poleros stay on their feet.
And, I just want to say Sterling is a great, great man, and a really close friend to WNY News Now. He's done a lot for the community.
Absolutely.
In terms of his performances as an Elvis tribute artist. I learned just 12 months ago, pretty much, almost in May of 2018, what an Elvis tribute artist was, as he was preparing for a big concert at in here downtown Jamestown at the Little Theater. And, he's done great work with that, a great family man. In full disclosure, he is Rory, who works in our newsroom, his brother. Certainly if the community has a moment to stop by, say hello, you will be welcome at this fundraiser event.
Absolutely.
Not your typical fundraiser either, certainly. A lot of good family values going on there, and really for a great man. So prayers for continued prayers from our newsroom. I mean, we haven't stopped, but we appreciate all of it from all of you out there. And he certainly is a great individual. I mean, and the thing with cancer, which is really frustrating, is that it always seems to strike the strongest of people. I would imagine, there's a reason far beyond our comprehension, but cancer sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It is, and I know we've all felt hardships from that. I know you're getting kind of teary-eyed a little bit just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because your grandfather. So, but certainly if you do have a time over the weekend, please check it out. And for more details, we have it up on WNYNewsNow.com right now as well. So hello to Cindy. Thank you for those kind words. Hello to Lori. Thanks for tuning in here as well. Smathers, hello to you. Chris, hello to you. Thank you for tuning in. And I know our newsroom is reporting that over 3,000 customers in Westfield and the southern portion of Jamestown and Kyantone are without power, according to National Grid. We, our producer says we are going to be reaching out to them to try and find out why, and we'll let you know as well on WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with a look at this week's weather.
And later, 2 longtime supporters of Jamestown Public School were recently honored for their work within the district. The details as WNY News Now continues.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back, and I hope you got out and looked at the sunset yesterday. Look at this. As we told you, there was going to be a very smoky, fiery sunset last night, and that is the sun as it was setting just around 8:30 last night, and that was gorgeous, and we're going to have it again today because we still have more wildfire smoke that's coming in. You can see it here. It's this very light color that's showing up. Of course, on the satellite imagery. It's not clouds. This is clouds down here. This is the smoke that's coming in from wildfires in western Canada. With a northwest wind aloft, it's dragging this smoke down here. So we're going to possibly have another smoky sunset tonight. So if you didn't see it last night, get out and see it again tonight. And once again, we're losing daylight. So again, these are the sunset times. We're slowly dropping back through 8:50, and next week it'll be into by the 8:40 time frame. So we won't gain daylight again until December. Hope you enjoyed the longest days, because they're gone. The comfort index here again, a little bit humid today. It spikes really up on Wednesday and Thursday, but Thursday night a cold front's going to plow through, drops the temperatures and the humidity, so much more refreshing. But wouldn't you know it, it spikes right back up once again for the weekend, and some guidance suggests very muggy and warm next week. So here's the news now cam again. Some milky sunshine out there. 75 current temperature at noon hour with a west wind of 3. The wind's going to be light and variable once again today. There's that dew point of 65, creates a heat index of 76. That's what it feels like when you step outside. Once again, high pressure still in control across much of the northeast. This is part of the next system. This is actually the front that's going to plow through. There's a warm front out ahead of it that comes tomorrow, and then the cold front's actually back behind it, and that's going to plow through Thursday night going into Friday. And once again, check on the tropics. The National Hurricane Center still is monitoring this area that's down here near the Gulf Coast. Has an 80% chance of becoming a tropical depression or a tropical storm over the next 5 days. If it does, it'll be named Tropical Storm Barry. And this is just the model guidance to show you where it's going. There's high confidence that this thing is going to go into the Gulf and then curve possibly somewhere between Texas or somewhere up in here. Now, again, we don't know exactly where this is going to go just yet. It hasn't formed, but of course, that's something noteworthy. This is running future scan nothing through the day today, so it's going to be another great day. Tomorrow, here we go with the humidity. We get into these pop-up showers and storms. You know how they work. They pop up at random times through the afternoon, and just like I told you yesterday, some of you will get a downpour, some of you will get absolutely nothing at all. And then here we go into Thursday night. You can see as the front approaches, more widespread rain will come our way, especially for Thursday going into Friday, especially Friday morning. So zone by zone, we'll start at the eastern areas first. Temperatures here maybe lower to mid 80s here with the wildfire smoke coming in from Canada. We will have some hazy sunshine, light and variable wind. Westward we go to the Lake Erie shoreline here, maybe 80 around Erie, 81 Ripley. Hazy sunshine, a rinse and repeat almost of yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, the future coming up on the screen. 86 tomorrow, but it's going to feel a lot more humid with that, with the humidity in play. 80 Thursday again, Thursday night, cold front, so 76 on Friday. And over the weekend into early next week, it's dry, but it's going to be muggy, though, with the humidity spiking back to sticky, icky levels. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, community partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tonight at 6:30, 2 games will be played in the Jamestown Parks Recreation and Conservation Modified Softball League. CMA will play against Midnight Towing at Danielson Park for one of the games. The other game will be at Bergman Park with Callie's Crusade 1 ball playing against New Hope Church. On Monday, the Buffalo Sabres added a free agent to their minor league team. Tyler Randall, a right wing, agreed to a minor's contract to play for the Rochester Americans of the American Hockey League. Randall has not appeared in an NHL game since the 2015-2016 season, in which he played 27 games for the Boston Bruins. During his brief Bruins stint, Randall scored 6 goals. With Pete Alonso winning a record-smashing home run derby Monday night, tonight with a 7:30 first pitch, the AL All-Stars will battle the NL All-Stars in the 2019 MLB All-Star Game. The American League has been on a tear on All-Star games, winning the last 6 in a row. DJ LeMahieu and Gary Sanchez will be representing the Yankees as starters. Derby winner Alonso will represent the Mets as a reserve player. Justin Verlander will be the starting pitcher for the AL squad against Hyun-Jin Ryu for the National League. The 2019 MLB All-Star Game will be televised on Fox. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. 2 longtime supporters of Jamestown Public School were recently honored for their work within the district. Kimberly Foster and Lauren Proctor's names were added to a list of 12 commemorated for their work at Fletcher Elementary School. School officials note that Foster's work raising money for the playground and UPK students. They said that Proctor, a 2012 Jamestown High School graduate, has worked as a substitute teacher within the building, covering all grade levels and special areas when needed. Both were surrounded by friends and family as they received the designation.
Oh, that's such a great story to kind of end off our broadcast with. And certainly, I think when you think about educators in schools like that, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that try to make it more enjoyable with things like the playgrounds and things like, maybe at lunchtime or after school and things like that. So it's great to see, in addition to the teachers that are here at Jamestown Public Schools, that there's a number of good support, not necessarily staff, but community members that come forward.
Now, Dakota, were you 2012 or 13?
12.
Oh, so you must have graduated.
Did you have Lauren Proctor?
Yes, I did.
Did you know her?
Yes, I did. We were in a couple classes together, and, I just got to say, Mrs. Proctor has been through a lot in recent years. She lost her husband a little while ago.
That's right.
And now she lost her daughter not too long ago.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yes. It was a shock to all of us when we found out. And it just happened, I want to say, a few months ago. And it was definitely a hard thing. And, Lauren and I, we weren't insanely close, but we were friends. We had lunch at Friendly's one Saturday. And it's great to see that her name is finally going to be on the playground as a nice little, what's the word?
A dedication.
Yeah, dedication.
In memoriam. Yeah.
And here's the thing about Dakota, too, that I'm beginning to realize more and more real quick here. It's that
a lot of people.
know a lot of people.
Well,
and you
good,
have,
bad, or otherwise,
and a lot of people respect you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's becoming more apparent day by day.
Well,
so.
I think it makes sense. I mean, Dakota's a respected weather forecaster, so...
Well, and it just goes to show you, too, like, not just from the weather aspect, from the type of person that you are, too. I mean, you're well respected, man. Keep it up.
Well, I mean, it's what we always say. You got to have a sermon's heart. Less pride, more humility.
Yes,
that's the way I try to attack life. Speaking of attacking, let's take a look at the day planner for tomorrow. So another good day tomorrow, but again, with the humidity in play, there will be the chance for scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. Again, not everybody is going to get wet. These are going to pop up at random times through the afternoon. Some of you could get a downpour. Some of you will get absolutely nothing. That's the way these things work. And as we go throughout the next 7 days, again, the humidity will still be with us Thursday, cold front Thursday night, drops temperatures and humidity for 1 day on Friday before the humidity returns. And some long-range model guidance suggests big-time heat and humidity late next week. We're talking big time. If you thought the weekend was warm, that's nothing compared to what some of the models
are we talking the number after 8?
Yes.
Really? Ooh. It's gonna be a heat wave.
Ooh.
We'll see. All right, Dakota.
We're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave.
Oh my gosh, here
Someone
we
bring
go.
his microphone down. But no, like you were saying, we need humility, not humidity.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, is it? That's
Yes.
good. It's good. I just came up with that now.
That's good. I
This
like
probably
that.
isn't very humble of me, but I shared this on my Insta last
Oh,
night.
jeez.
And I was sad you didn't have this in weather, because this is a beautiful sunset. Is it because I used a filter? Is that why?
No. Well, I didn't think. I didn't think
You
of
could have
it.
used it. Yeah. So when it's hot, you can take a lick. That's from 50s.
yeah.
There in Jamestown, and a nice sunset too to top the evening off.
Yeah, it is.
As well. So that'll do it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 on WNYNewsNow.com and our mobile app. Here's a live look over Chautauqua Lake. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a good day.